Happy New Year, Gemini. This is your January 2020 predictions. We're going to jump straight in and see what the general energy is for us, guys. So as I'm shuffling, let me just let you know that this is a general reading and may not resonate with all of you. Please take what does and don't worry about the other bits. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, please feel free to, but also remember to hit the notification bell. Otherwise, you will not be updated or notified when I upload any videos. If you would like to contact me or follow me on any of my social media, then you need to look in the description box below. So that's the blah, 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 blah bit. So the general energy for us in January is the Wheel of Fortune. That's a good card. That's positive. I'm happy with that. If that's all that we get that's good out of this reading, then I'm happy with that. This is like the karmic card. So those Geminis that have been working hard, that have been tirelessly putting into their career, their business or something like that, this is showing me that the wheels of change are coming much more positive. I can see you've put all that hard work in and it's like, do you know what? Let's smash this year. Let's go for it. January, I feel some of you will be putting contracts into place. You will be looking upon paperwork that will enable you to have a much brighter 2020. I can see that 2019 was all about focus and drive, maybe the latter end of it, maybe not the beginning, but definitely the latter end. And this is showing me that all that hard work is definitely going to pay off. So that's good. That's your good karma card. Okay, you've got yourself up in the Queen of Wands and you've also got the Page of Wands. So this is letting me know that you are going to be much more fiery this month. You're going to be much more determined. You're going to be more focused on the things that you want. Us Gemini, sometimes we can be a bit hairy-fairy. We can either be fully into something or we're fully detached. There doesn't seem to be a bit in the middle for us. I don't know if that will resonate with all you Geminis. I know it definitely resonates with me. I either love you or I hate you. There is no in between and I can't hide it either way. So this one is showing me that you guys are definitely going to be more in your power. You're more focused. You're more driven. You know where you're going in January. There's no messing around. This one brings a message of travel for some of you. Some of you may be looking to travel. Some of you may be looking to make plans to travel in regards to your career. The contracts that some of you may be signing or the documentation may include travel or may include working overseas. Don't naturally just jump to, well, Kelly, how am I going to work overseas? My job doesn't enable that. You know, this can cover, like for me, for example, I live in the UK, but I work overseas. I work with customers overseas around the world. This is where this can sit. You guys may be self-employed. You may be actually in a business, but you may be working with customers and clients that live overseas. Understand? Or you may be distributing overseas. It doesn't naturally mean that you're going to get in a boat and you're going overseas unless that sits with you. Now, I do feel with some of you guys that in January, emotionally, you're going to be getting your tough pants on and you're going to be going, do you know what? Them things that got me down in 2019 are done. Emotionally, some of you are going to be letting go of something that is stagnant. There has been this stagnant energy with you, Gemini, that seems to have been feeling like it's there for a long time. But this is letting me know that you guys are going to walk away from that. You're just going to go, do you know what? This no longer serves me. This is done. Off I go. There we go, that's what that's in regards to. So some of you guys may still be holding on to pain from the past. Some of you guys may actually be having a relationship breakdown in January. Don't panic when I say that. I know some of you are like, oh my God, my relationship. But the thing is, if something's not meant to be broken, it won't be broken. If you're meant to be with somebody, you'll be with them, okay? So you need to accept this. So some of you may be walking away from a relationship. This one can equal like a broken heart. It can equal somebody breaking your heart. Or it could be a case of you're going to break somebody else's heart in January. But I feel this is for the better good. And I know that sounds silly to you guys, but it is. It feels like this has been coming for a while. You're holding on to this stagnant energy. And if you don't do something, well, it's not a case of if you don't do something, it's going to happen. It's not a choice. That's how it feels for me, that this is not a choice for some of you. This is going to happen. And then do you know what it is? Now, if it's a case of you guys are holding on to a stagnant energy from the past, pain from the past, by letting this go, it enables you to have that happy family. Yeah, this is a really positive card. It's the 10 of Cups. So if you're currently in a relationship, but you're still holding on to hurt from the past, you know, issues still repeating themselves, things like that, you need to let that go. That needs to be done. And I think that you will in January, because by doing that, you enable this. And don't we all, you know, aspire for this, the happy family, the happiness, all that kind of stuff that sits with it. So that's the general overview there. I'm going to go to some other cards now. Because I've got a whole variety here, I thought I'd get excited and get loads of cards out today. So we're going to have a look for love, because I know love can be quite popular in these readings. So we're going to have a look for Gemini that is single in January. What's coming for the single Geminis in January? Ooh, we got a soulmate. This is nice. So some of you Geminis are already talking to someone. You may have met them over the Christmas season, or you may have got a little bit closer to them, because yes, this is your soulmate. This person that you're connecting with, that you feel that, you know, when you get that pull to someone and you're like, oh my God, I know you. I've known you for like a million years, but I haven't. It's that feeling. It's that they understand you, you understand them. And it's like there's nobody else in the room. It's just you two. It's very passionate. It's very exciting. This is that feeling. And if it's like in the early stages, you know, you haven't actually established to that point yet. You're just kind of looking at each other across the room. It's that chemistry. So this is showing me some of you Geminis that are single will be meeting someone who has the possibility to be your soulmate in January. Or you may already be speaking to them, but it hasn't got to that level yet. This is letting me know that you need to stop controlling this situation. If that's this, you need to let go of the control, because you know what happens if you control things, Gemini? And we can be quite a controlling sign, whether you want to admit it or not. I'll admit it for us. This is letting me know that you need to let go of the control, because if you try and control this, you try and manipulate the situation to go to your own favour, you're going to mess it up. So you need to make sure you pull back a little bit and you go, do you know what? This is going to work out exactly how it should do. Get more into your spiritual self. You're an air sign, so you should be able, you know, sometimes we can get whipped all up in our thoughts, but this is, you know, be a bit more rational about this. If I try and control this situation, I might make it go wrong. I need to accept and let it go to divine timing. Don't force anything. Now, those of you that are single need to trust that this situation is calling for you to have faith. What I just said to you about this, don't control this, have faith. There we go. The cards answered it for you there. Just trust that it's going to go okay. I know as I'm saying that, I can see some of you Geminis are just going, oh, but I need to know now. And you're just being extra, which we also love to be as well. Or sometimes we don't realise we're extra. Hence my last comment, typical Gemini. Right, so we're now going to look for what's happening for the Geminis in relationships in January 2020. Ooh. Okay, we had this for Taurus as well. I feel that this is two different. We're going to sit with two different situations here. Now, remember there's a lot of Geminis, so I don't feel this is all going to fit in the same box, if that makes sense to you. This is different. So say half of you Geminis that are in relationships or in connections, this is showing me that, do you know what, you might be just settling. You may just be stuck here and you're thinking, oh, I'm so bored, I don't want to be here anymore. Or you maybe have that person that is feeling those feelings, because this is showing me that you need to keep an open mind. This is unrequited love. If it doesn't feel like it flows both ways, then you need to let go of it, because life is too short to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you. So this is saying you need to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Geminis can be, I don't want to say fickle, but sometimes we can be more attracted to looks instantly. Some of us need to actually have the, you know, to have that sexual, that physical attraction before we catch the feelings. That's natural, but some of us Geminis are like that. But I do feel with some of you that are in relationships, it's kind of a bit dead in the water, and you'll know if it is. And I think that maybe you're going to have that realisation in January that it's just stagnant. It's stagnant energy, and it makes me feel like, oh, I know that you don't want to be making those steps and those choices, but I feel that you've made excuses for too long. You've allowed things to carry on, and maybe you shouldn't have done that, but we all make mistakes, okay? Now, let's whirl over to the other Geminis that are in relationships, and guys, this will resonate with you, yeah? So either this is going to resonate or this is going to resonate with you. Don't feel that, you know, or it's not going to resonate with you at all, but don't try and force it, okay? So you guys that are in a relationship, that are kind of in your happy zone. I feel you guys have had your little ups and downs last year, and you've definitely done some work on your relationship, because this is saying that you guys have a past life connection. You know each other in and out, you know your flaws, and I think that you accept that. So this is saying you have known each other before. It's that real deep love, that feeling like we're meant to be, if that makes sense to you guys. And it's asking you to keep working on this relationship, because it's not something you should be walking away from. It feels powerful. You feel very much like the same person, and it feels wonderful. I'm going to wish you a wonderful January, Gemini, and I shall see you guys soon. Take care.